Hello everyone and happy holidays. I'm Juan Fernandez. Today I'll be reading How to Catch an Elf by Adam Wallace and Andy Elkerton, published by Sourcebooks. It's Christmas Eve, hip hip hooray. Yes, Santa's coming round. He's bringing toys to girls and boys in every house in town. Some kids have tried to catch him, but Santa's fast, you see. So they've set their eyes on a smaller prize, and now they're after me. I'm not my friend upon a shelf who comes each year and sits. No, I've got style and I've got grace. I'm the elf that never quits. Now Santa's ready, time to go. I'm sure your traps are scary. I'll do my best to dodge them all and leave you feeling merry. In I go to Emma's house to make sure all is clear. A tinsel net? Oh, that's just fun. I won't get caught in here. Jaden's trap cannot be missed. I think it's double-sided. He's got his spot on my naughty list. You bet that's been decided. Another house is filled with treats. These kids are getting smarter. I can't resist the candy canes. My job is getting harder. Santa slowly lowers me into a dangerous room. If I touch down, he won't just frown. There'll be a bonbon boom. Your Christmas maze is all laid out. My work no longer cushy. I safely brought you all your gifts, but hey, you zapped my tushy. And now my radar's perking up. This next one's quite a chore. We don't yet know what lies ahead in this family grocery store. We run inside and get caught up in an avalanche of food. We've seen all kinds of traps before, but not to this magnitude. The dinner cannon burps and spits and shoots out ham and gravy, and then it follows with dessert. Please, Santa, will you save me? We tumble down the waterfall above the eggnog river, but Santa and I are an awesome team. Together, we deliver. And now it's time for us to leave. Our night is nearly done. You tried your best this Christmas Eve, so Merry Christmas, everyone.
Hi, I'm Kalina Estrinos. Happy holidays. I have my friend Mr. Bear here helping me read a book for you today. This book is called Happy Holidays, and it is by Cindy Jin, and it's published by Simon & Schuster. Let's get started. Are you ready? I think we're ready. Happy Holidays. The time has come to send holiday cheer to family and friends far and near. We all celebrate the season in our own special way. Let's look at how families prepare for each holiday. We wish you a Merry Christmas and much holiday cheer. May joy, peace, and hope fill your home this year. All is merry and bright. You see that? I know. May little miracles find you during the Festival of Lights. We wish you a happy Hanukkah on each of the 8 nights. Love and light. May faith, love, and unity bring rich blessings to you. We wish you a happy Kwanzaa and good fortune too. We celebrate 2 big holidays with 8 candles and a tree. Happy Merry Christmaka from my family and me. Season's greetings and Happy New Year. We're thankful to be together. We wish you were here. We all celebrate the season in our own special way. All season's greetings to you and happy holidays. What'd you think? Yeah? Thank you. Happy holidays.
How you doing? And happy holidays. I'm one of the meteorologists here at KCAL. My name is Paul Diano, and today we are going to read a book together. It is called The Christmassy Cactus. It is written by Beth Ferry, and the publisher is HarperCollins. Here we go. Tiny Cactus lived on a big brown bookshelf. In the heart of the house and the hearts of her family. Every morning, her little girl said, "Hello, my little cupcake." And every evening she cooed, "Who's the sweetest little bonbon?" Then one morning she said something she had never said before. "Time to decorate for Christmas, little Ginger Snap." And Tiny Cactus saw things she had never seen before. Shimmering things, sparkling things, twinkling, tinseling, transforming things. Lots of things. "I cannot wait to be decorated," Tiny Cactus told her friend the elephant. "I can't wait to be a part of Christmas." As she waited, new smells swirled from the kitchen, new songs floated through the air, and Tiny Cactus just knew something special was going to happen. Tiny Cactus was excited. Christmas books crowded the bookshelf, but Tiny Cactus didn't mind because they were full of amazing things. Things like Santa and magic and wishes. "A wish," she told her elephant, "is exactly what I need." Because sometimes, just lately, her little girl forgot to blow her kisses or forgot to call her Cupcake. Sometimes she forgot about her completely, and Tiny Cactus knew why. How could anyone remember a tiny green spiny thing when there was a giant green piney thing sparkling in the living room? It was the most wonderful thing Tiny Cactus had ever seen. She watched her family gather around it, and she made her wish. "It's not a big wish," she said to her elephant. "It's really quite a small wish. Do you think the wishes of tiny cactuses come true?" "I think all wishes come true if you believe in them enough," the elephant said. So every night, Tiny Cactus whispered her wish until finally it was Christmas Day. Tiny Cactus watched her family rise and shine, hug and kiss, rip and unwrap, laugh and play. They're all having a great day on Christmas morning. But Tiny Cactus wasn't merry, not one little bit, because she still wasn't decorated, not one little bit. Not a sprinkle or a sparkle or a twinkle or a tinsel or a spritz, nothing. "I don't understand," she said to her elephant that night, poking the Christmas books. "In all of these stories, wishes come true. Why didn't mine?" The elephant carefully wiped away her tears. "You have to believe in the magic of Christmas," he said. "But it's hard to believe in the magic of Christmas when you don't feel like you're part of Christmas. Look," he said, and pointed to the Christmas tree shimmering softly in the darkness, which was impossible because Tiny Cactus had seen her family turn off all of the Christmas lights. But there it was, twinkling and tinseling, and maybe, just maybe, telling her something, maybe, just maybe, showing her something. And that's when the window blew open. Tiny Cactus shivered in delight as snowflakes bounced off of her head, twirled round her trunk, and swirled onto her spines. Soon she wasn't a tiny green spiny thing, but a fluffy white shiny thing sparkling with snowflakes. And for one magical moment, her Christmas wish came true. But snowflakes, like Christmas, they don't last very long. "Oh no," said the elephant, "they're gone." "No, they're not," said Tiny Cactus, feeling each one melt into her soil. "They're right here." The next morning, her little girl called, "Hello, my little cupcake." Then she said something else she had never said before. "Look at you. Oh, look at you. You've bloomed, my little bonbon." Her family gathered round her. "I didn't know she was a Christmas cactus," they said, but she was a tiny, spiny, delighted, Christmassy cactus who had decorated herself. The snowflakes melted, and she got the water, and she turned into the Christmassy cactus. The end. Merry Christmas.
Hi, I'm Rudabeh Shabazi, and I'm reading The Wishing Tree today. It's a book by Mika Hashimoto and illustrated by Shindy Yan, and it's published by HarperCollins. And I'm here with my friend Cal, who's actually a bear. So he was wishing everyone happy holidays too. One frosty winter's night, a boy named Theo gazed out his window. He was searching for twinkling lights or merry carolers, anything to remind him that Christmas was only 3 days away. But below him, it was dark and quiet. There was no sign of Christmas, not even a single holly. Theo looked at his letter to Santa, thinking. He crumpled up the letter, took out a fresh sheet of paper, and sat down. Instead of his list of toys, Theo wrote down just one wish. Theo signed the letter, climbed into bed, and drifted off to sleep. While he dreamed, the clock struck midnight. A gust of wind blew through the room and swept his letter out the window. Borne by a wild winter wind, the letter tumbled through the air, across frozen seas and stormy deserts, over the tops of ice-blue mountains, until it landed on the doorstep in the North Pole. The next morning, Theo woke up to a world covered in snow. He put on his coat, jumped into his boots, and rushed outside. After he found his red wooden sled, Theo set off into the woods, excited to play in the fresh snow. Swoosh, he sledded down the hill. Before he knew it, Theo came to a stop in front of a great pine. Its branches stretched up into the sky with needles so bright they seemed to glow. Property of the North Pole was carved into its trunk. A playful breeze rustled through the tree and a letter floated down. "Bring joy," Theo read. He peered around the thick tree trunk, certain the letter had come from someone nearby, but no one was there. Theo shrugged, tucked the letter in his pocket, and headed home for hot cocoa. At home, he helped his parents and Grandma decorate the fireplace, their little Christmas tradition, and then he had an idea. Theo ran and dug up a great big box filled with golden lights and shiny ornaments. He loaded it into his sled. "Be right back, Mom," Theo shouted as he rushed out. As Theo strolled through the neighborhood, he draped Christmas lights from the trees and hung ornaments from the bushes. Night fell and the streets came to life, and for the first time in a long while, people slowed down to see how pretty their town could be. The next day, Theo somehow found himself by the great pine again. Miraculously, as with the first, a letter drifted down. "Find harmony," it read. This time, Theo knew just what to do. That evening, Theo walked to his neighbor's house and knocked. When the door opened, he began to sing, quietly at first. "Deck the hall with boughs of holly." His neighbor paused, and then she joined in. And the next house, they sang Jingle Bells. And then it was Winter Wonderland. By the time Theo got to the last house, all of his neighbors had come together in song. Their voices rose, rich and full of joy. The next morning, it was finally Christmas. His grandma made her famous Christmas breakfast. Theo couldn't wait to open his presents. Just as he was about to peek inside his stocking, his parents told them they had to go to work. They promised to be back at time for dinner. Suddenly, Theo's Christmas light seemed to dim. His grandma knew it wasn't the lights, the singing, or even the gifts that made Christmas special. It was really about spending it with the people you loved. So she got an idea. Theo had already brightened the town so much, maybe there was a way for the town to thank him. She picked up her phone and invited the townsfolk over for Christmas dinner. The news of the invitation spread quickly. Everyone was excited to come together and help bring the Christmas cheer back to Theo. That night, neighbor after neighbor bustled into Theo's house carrying platters filled with delicious food. Theo couldn't believe his eyes, and neither could his parents. The whole town was there. After a heavy feast with jolly good company, Theo's mom asked Grandma and Theo, "Where did you get your ideas?" "From Theo," his grandma said. "Follow me," Theo said with a grin. Theo led the town to the great pine. As people gathered around, the glowing tree filled the dark woods with a soft, magical light. A small piece of paper drifted into Theo's hands. "This is the letter I wrote to Santa," he cried. He read it aloud to everyone. "Dear Santa, please show how special Christmas really can be." Thanks to Theo and the wishing tree, his Christmas wish came true. Everyone could see the magic of Christmas everywhere. The townsfolk began to put their own Christmas wishes on the Christmas tree. Theo couldn't wait until the next year when he could continue this new holiday tradition of hanging his Christmas wish on the wishing tree with his family. The end.
Hi everyone and happy holidays. My name is Susie Suh and I will be reading you A Stray Dog for Christmas, How Susie Was Adopted. It's by Jack Jokinnon and it's published by Source Books. It was 2 weeks before Christmas on a cold winter's night. A stray dog wandered the streets alone. She didn't yet have a name, but she would soon be called Susie. The snowflakes blew in circles. The ground froze beneath her paws. Her stomach growled. Susie looked up and down the street, but all she saw was a blanket of snow. I need somewhere warm to spend the night, Susie thought with a shiver. So she walked and walked and walked. Finally, Susie saw a light, a soft, welcoming light. It shined through an open door to a lovely house. Well, she peeked inside, and her little heart skipped a beat. The house smelled like cinnamon and pine cones. Warm air wrapped around her face, tickling her whiskers and inviting her in. It's comfy and cozy in here, Susie thought. I'll just rest my head for a little while. Soon she was curled up and fast asleep. Outside, a neighbor noticed the open front door. Oh, how strange, he said. He reached in and closed the door. The neighbor did not know it, but he had shut Susie inside. When morning came, a woman entered the living room. "Oh, there's a dog in our house," she gasped. "How on earth did you get in here?" she asked. Susie slowly leaned forward and wondered, will she like me? Will she be my friend? Well, that's when the woman ran upstairs shouting, "Jack, there's a dog in our house." "Of course there is, Emily," said Jack. "His name is George, and he's a very good boy." "No, silly, not our dog," Emily cried. "There's another dog in our house, and she's on the stairs." Confused, Jack jumped out of bed and ran to take a look. There was Susie, staring up at him with her big brown eyes. "What? How? When? Why?" Jack asked. But Susie didn't bark or move. She studied the man with the funny look on his face, and she wondered, will he like me? Will he be my friend? Well, just then, Susie's stomach rumbled. Jack leaned over her and said, "You poor thing, you're all skin and bones. Let's go get you some food." "Food?" Her ears perked up. While Jack grabbed a bowl, Susie wiggled her butt and wagged her tail. The food tasted better than anything she could remember. She gobbled it up happily until her hunger went away. Now, when Susie looked up, she was shocked to see the other dog, George, who had poked his head into the kitchen. Susie looked at him. He looked back at her. Susie wondered if George was friendly like Emily and Jack. She wondered, will he like me? Will he be my friend? Susie glanced back at Jack and Emily. She looked around the house at the twinkling lights and bright decorations. Then she peeked out the window at the cold, snowy city. As Susie didn't want to be outside and alone again, she wanted to stay with the family inside the house that smelled like cinnamon and pine cones. So Susie did something very brave. She took a step forward and kissed George on the nose. George tilted his head. He took a deep breath, then gave her a sniff and a lick. "Oh, they like each other," Emily said, clapping her hands. Jack bent down and proudly patted both dogs on their heads. Susie sat up a little and wagged her tail hard. "I hope I never have to leave," she thought. Well, Susie did have to leave the house, but only to see a doctor to make sure she wasn't hurt. The doctor gave her some medicine and said she would be all better with some food, rest, and lots of love. Susie was so happy. She purred like a cat, but she's not a cat. They love me, she thought, and I love them. Emily turned to Jack. "You know she's ours now, right?" "Oh, I know," said Jack, smiling, "and she'll need a name. She looks like a a Susie to me. Nice name. So Susie became part of the family. She had a bed to sleep on and a bowl full of food. George became her furry brother. She even gained a baby sister, Joanna. Susie would never have to be alone again. And she had found her forever home. What a great story. That was A Stray Dog for Christmas by Jack Jo'Kinnon. Hope you enjoyed it. Happy holidays, everyone.
Hi, I'm Amy Johnson, and the book I'm reading is This a Christmas Tree by Amanda Sobotka and published by Applesauce Press. Is this a Christmas tree? Sneaking treats off the plate, his boot caught in gifts he brought. Now, Santa's very late. Is this a Christmas tree? It's full of holiday cheer. It flies all night on Santa's flight. Look, it's a reindeer. Is this a Christmas tree? Go touch it if you can, with a carrot nose and ice that froze. It's only a snowman. Is this a Christmas tree? Santa brought it on his sleigh. It's just for you and your family too. On this cold Christmas day. Happy holidays.
Hi, I'm meteorologist Evelyn Taft, and today we're reading Hanukkah Pajamakas. Words by Dara Henry, pictures by Olga and Alexei Ivanov, published by Sourcebooks. Hanukkah Pajamakas. It was the first night of Hanukkah, and Ruthie couldn't wait to celebrate. She tore open her Hanukkah present and squealed in delight. Pajamakas! You can wear them to the Hanukkah Pajamaka party, Ruthie's dad said, ruffling her hair. But I want to wear my Hanukkah Pajamakas all 8 nights. Well, okay, Ruthie's mom said. Just make sure you keep them spotless for the party. I'll be very careful, Ruthie promised as she headed to the kitchen. Her little sister Sarah raced ahead. Let's make latkes. Ruthie grated onions and potatoes, sprinkled salt, and even flipped and fried. Golden latkes sizzled in the pan. Ruthie taste tested bite after bite. Kersplat! Those are just streaks, Ruthie said with a wipe. My Hanukkah Pajamakas are still spotless. On the second night, when it came time to recite the prayers, Ruthie took safety measures. She held the shamash and lit the first candle. Just a splotch, Ruthie said. My Hanukkah Pajamakas are still spotless. Drip goes the candle. On the third night, Ruthie wrapped gifts and hired a guard dog. Patches will protect my pajamakas. But an unexpected game of chase turned into trouble. Crinkle. That's definitely not a spot, said Ruthie, scratching at the strips of tape. On the fourth night, Ruthie's family stopped by her cousin Jake's house for sofganiyot and soccer. Staying spotless would be easy. But when she leaped before looking, Ruthie ended up covered. Squish! Ooey gooey, she licked her fingers. But my Hanukkah Pajamakas are still spotless. On the fifth night of Hanukkah, Ruthie had another idea. She and Sarah crafted holiday placemats. I've got this covered. But the hoodie made it hard to see. Floof! Dad groaned. Glitter never comes off. Ruthie grinned. Sparkly, not spotty. On the sixth night of Hanukkah, Ruthie got gimmels and chocolate gelt and twirled like a top. My Hanukkah Pajamakas are still spot-free. Crash! As Ruthie got ready for bed, she saw streaks and splotches, sparkles and squishes, but no spots. If the oil could last 8 nights, so could her Hanukkah Pajamakas. But night 7 didn't go exactly as planned. The holiday sing-along got sloppy, and the make-your-own menorahs were a mistake. Splish! Squelch! No spots here. On the last night of Hanukkah, everyone got dressed for the family pajamaka party. Mom and Dad looked at Ruthie's pajamas. "Oh my," Mom said. "It's a miracle those pajamas made it through all 8 nights." Dad chuckled, "But I see spots." "Dotted, not spotted," Ruthie smiled. Family trickled in. Everyone listened to music, ate latkes, and played games. Then it was time for the family pajamaka photo. "One last spin," said Ruthie. There were spills and splatters, plops, glops, smudges and smears and sparkles, and my Hanukkah pajamas are finally spotted. Ruthie laughed. It really is a Hanukkah miracle. The end. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and Happy Hanukkah.
I'm Sheba Turk, and I'm so excited to be reading A Charlie Brown Christmas by Charles M. Schulz. This is published by Simon & Schuster. Let's get into it. Jingle bells, just kidding. But that's what it told me to do. Okay, I'm so excited about this book, A Charlie Brown Christmas. Christmas time was here. Soft snowflakes floated down the sky. The sweet sound of carols filled the air, and everyone felt happy. Well, almost everyone. "I think there must be something wrong with me, Linus," Charlie Brown told his friend. "Christmas is coming, but I'm not happy. I just don't understand Christmas, I guess. I always end up feeling depressed." "You're the only person I know who can take a wonderful season like Christmas and turn it into a problem," Linus replied. "Maybe Lucy's right. Of all the Charlie Browns in the world, you're the Charlie Brownest." Charlie Brown thought Linus might be onto something. He decided to go to Lucy's booth for some advice. "5 cents, please," Lucy greeted him. Charlie Brown dropped a nickel into Lucy's can. Lucy shook the can. "I love hearing the beautiful sound of cold, hard cash. Now, what seems to be your trouble?" "I feel depressed," Charlie Brown told her. "I think we'd better pinpoint your fears," said Lucy. "If we can find out what you're afraid of, we can label it. Are you afraid of staircases? If you are, then you have climacophobia. Or maybe you have pantophobia." "What's pantophobia?" asked Charlie Brown. "The fear of everything," Lucy replied. "That's it!" Charlie Brown cried out. He shouted so loudly that Lucy flew off of her chair. "Actually, Lucy, my trouble is Christmas," Charlie Brown admitted. "I just don't understand it. Instead of feeling happy, I feel sort of let down." Look how sad Charlie Brown looks. Well, Lucy knew what would help. You need to get involved. How would you like to be the director of our Christmas play? Charlie Brown smiled. He and Lucy made plans to meet at the auditorium. As Lucy went off, Snoopy walked by holding a box of lights and decorations. Charlie Brown followed him to his doghouse. "What's going on here?" Charlie Brown asked his dog. Snoopy handed him a piece of paper. Charlie Brown began to read aloud. "Find the true meaning of Christmas. Win money, money, money. Spectacular, super colossal neighborhood Christmas lights and display contest." Charlie Brown looked up from the paper and groaned, "My own dog gone commercial. I can't stand it." Look at him judging Snoopy. Well, next, Charlie Brown ran into his sister Sally. "I've been looking for you, big brother. Will you please write a letter to Santa Claus for me?" Sally asked. Sally began telling Charlie Brown that she wanted him to write, "Dear Santa Claus, how have you been? Did you have a nice summer? How is your wife? I've been extra good this year, so I have a long list of presents that I want. Please note the size and color of each item and send as many as possible. If it seems too complicated, make it easy on yourself. Just send money. How about 10s and 20s? 10s and 20s, Charlie Brown cried. That didn't seem like the Christmas spirit. Charlie Brown still being a Grinch. Well, at the auditorium, Lucy had an announcement. "Quiet, everybody. Our director will be here any minute and we'll start rehearsal." "Director? What director?" asked Patty. "Charlie Brown," Lucy replied. "Oh no, we're doomed," said Violet. "Here he comes," said Lucy. "Attention, everyone. Charlie Brown addressed the cast, but no one listened to him. They were all dancing as Schroeder played his piano. "Stop the music," Charlie Brown shouted into his megaphone. "We're going to do this play, and we're going to do it right. Lucy, get those costumes and scripts and pass them out." Well, Lucy walked up to Frida and gave her a script and a costume. "You're the innkeeper's wife." "Did innkeepers' wives have naturally curly hair?" Frida asked. Lucy walked over to Pigpen. "You're the innkeeper." Pigpen looked proud. "In spite of my outward appearance, I shall try to run a neat inn." Lucy went over to Snoopy. "You'll have to be all the animals in our play," Lucy told him. "Can you be a sheep?" "Bah!" bleated Snoopy. "How about a cow?" asked Lucy. "Moo!" mooed Snoopy. "How about a penguin?" asked Lucy. Clack, clack, clack. Snoopy waddled around the stage. Well, soon all the parts had been handed out, and it was time for Charlie Brown to direct. He asked Schroeder to set the mood for the first scene, but as soon as Schroeder started playing, everyone started dancing again. Lucy and Charlie Brown watched from the side of the stage. "Isn't it a great play?" Lucy asked. "It's all wrong," Charlie Brown told her. "Let's face it, we all know that Christmas is a big commercial racket," Lucy said. But Charlie Brown was determined. "Well, this is one play that's not going to be commercial." "What do you want?" Lucy asked. "The proper mood," Charlie Brown responded. "We need a Christmas tree." Lucy thought this was a great idea. "A great big shiny aluminum Christmas tree, that's it. I'll take Linus with me," said Charlie Brown. "The rest of you, practice your lines." Well, Charlie Brown and Linus made their way through the snow to the Christmas tree lot. There were trees in all sizes and colors, big, bigger, pink and purple and red. They were all made of metal or plastic. "Gee, do they still make wooden Christmas trees?" Linus wondered. And that's when Charlie Brown saw it. The perfect Christmas tree. "The little green one here seems to need a home," said Charlie Brown. But Linus wasn't so sure. "I don't know, Charlie Brown. Remember what Lucy said? This doesn't seem to fit the modern spirit." "I don't care," Charlie Brown said. "We'll decorate it and it will be just right for our play. Besides, I think it needs me." "We're back," Charlie Brown announced as he and Linus brought the little tree into the auditorium. The other kids couldn't believe what they were seeing. "This tree is all wrong. You were supposed to get a good tree," Lucy told Charlie Brown. "Can't you even tell a good tree from a poor tree?" Everyone laughed and walked away. Everyone except for Linus. Charlie Brown turned to his friend. "I guess you were right, Linus. I shouldn't have picked this little tree. Everything I do turns into a disaster. I guess I really don't know what Christmas is all about. Isn't there anyone who knows what Christmas is all about?" "Sure, Charlie Brown," said Linus. "I can tell you what Christmas is all about." Linus walked to the center of the stage. A lone spotlight shone on him as he began to speak. "And there were in the same country shepherds abiding in the field, keeping watch over their flock by night. And lo, the angel of the Lord came upon them, and the glory of the Lord shone round about them, and they were sore afraid. And the angel said unto them, Fear not, for behold, I bring you tidings of great joy, which will be to all people. For unto you is born this day in the city of David a Savior, which is Christ the Lord. And this shall be a sign unto you. Ye shall find the babe wrapped in swaddling clothes, lying in a manger." And suddenly there was with the angel a multitude of the heavenly host, praising God and saying, Glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace, goodwill toward them. Oh, there was silence in the auditorium as Linus walked back to Charlie Brown. "That's what Christmas is all about, Charlie Brown," he added. Charlie Brown thought about what Linus had said. He picked up the little tree and walked out of the auditorium. Charlie Brown looked up at the starry night sky. He finally understood the meaning of Christmas. Linus is right. I won't let all this commercialism ruin my Christmas. I'll take this little tree home and decorate it, and I'll show them it really will work in our play. Well, Charlie Brown took his tree to a place where he knew there would be a lot of decorations, Snoopy's doghouse. He selected a shiny red ornament, but when Charlie Brown put the ornament on the tree, it collapsed. "It killed it!" Charlie Brown cried. "Everything I touch gets ruined." Charlie Brown walked off in despair. A few moments later, the other children arrived. I never thought it was such a bad little tree, Linus said as he wrapped his blanket around its base. It's not bad at all, really. Maybe it just needs a little love. Everyone began taking ornaments off of Snoopy's doghouse. Soon, the little tree had been transformed into a festive Christmas tree. When Charlie Brown returned, he was stunned. "What's going on here?" he asked. "Merry Christmas, Charlie Brown," all the kids said. And then everyone began to sing, even Charlie Brown. "Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King. Peace on earth and mercy mild, God and sinners reconciled." Oh, this is harder to sing than I thought. "Joyful all ye nations rise, join the triumph of the skies. With angelic hosts proclaim, Christ is born in Bethlehem. Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn King." And that is the end. Oh, that was a great read. Thank you guys for joining us for Holiday Stories with CBS LA. Everyone have a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everyone. My name is Danny Ruberti, and this evening we're going to be reading Bear Stays Up for Christmas. This is by Karma Wilson, and it's published by Simon & Schuster. The day before Christmas, snuggled on his floor, Bear sleeps soundly with a great big snore. "Dear Bear, get up," Mouse shouts in his ear. "We won't let you sleep through Christmas this year." His friends are all there, gathered in his lair, and the bear wakes up. He stands with a stretch and a great big sigh. "I hope I can make it, I do want to try." "Don't worry," squeaks Mouse. Hare says, "It's all right. We'll keep you busy all day, all night." He tries to lie down, but his friends all frown, so the bear stays up. "Come on," says Badger, "time to follow me. In Pine Grove Glen, there's a fine Christmas tree." So they stomp through the woods and they tromp down the track. They hoist up the tree onto Bear's big back. He plods very slow as they trudge through the snow, but the bear stays up. Back at the cave, Gopher brews mint tea, and Mole pops corn to string upon the tree. Raven and Wren bake a fresh fruit cake. The friends do their best to keep Bear awake. He's a cute bear. His shoulders start to stoop and his eyelids droop, but the bear stays up. He's doing a good job, guys. They hang up their stockings by warm firelight and hum Christmas songs like "Oh Holy Night." They cuddle and sing as they wait for the sun, but soon all the voices fade just to one. A bright star glows while his good friends doze, but the bear stays up. Bear giggles and grins. He works and he raps. He bustles and bakes while everyone naps. He piles up presents under the tree, but who's at the doorway, Bear doesn't see. He toils all night until the sun rises, making his friends their Christmas surprises. Just before dawn, he lets out a yawn, but he still stays up. When Christmas arrives so lovely and white, Bear's friends awake to a glorious sight. Presents and goodies are piled up tall. I stayed up, says Bear, just to share it with you all. As his friends shout with glee, Bear lies by the tree, but he still stays up. Wren flies to the stockings and tweets out a cheer. Besides our bear's presents, Santa was here. When all gifts are opened, there's one last surprise. Badger shows Bear a quilt just his size. Bear snuggles up tight and mutters goodnight. Then Bear falls asleep. His friends tidy up and slip from the lair. They whisper, "Sweet dreams. Merry Christmas, dear Bear." Merry Christmas and happy holidays. I hope you have a blessed season with your family and friends. We'll see you next year.
We are Southern California.
We are Lakewood. We are Burbank.
We are West Covina.
We are Thousand Oaks.
We are Irvine. We are CBS LA.
We are yours. Happy holidays.